Hi, my name is Clayton Raymond, and I've written a visualizer for diffusion limited aggregation simulations. Diffusion limited aggregation is a process consisting of two types of particles. The first particle type is called an aggregate particle. Aggregate particles do not move and are placed at the beginning of the simulation, either via an input file or as shown here in the default center position. The other type of particle is an active particle. Shown here in green, these particles undergo a random walk until they collide with an aggregate particle. Once an active particle collides, it becomes an aggregate particle which can interact with the remaining active particles. The program will run until 90% of the active particles have been aggregated in order to avoid unreasonable simulation times. To improve the smoothness of the visualizer, the simulation and visualization tasks are launched in different threads. To further improve simulation speed, aggregate particles are assigned a Morton code based on their positions along a space-filling z-order curve. This compresses positions in three-dimensional space to positions along a one-dimensional line in a deterministic manner. To check for collisions, active particles calculate the Morton code of their desired travel position and then perform a binary search on the list of aggregate particles, which are sorted based on their Morton key. Further optimizations could be made by computing a hierarchy, such as an octree, to calculate collisions. However, this would be a much larger undertaking. The program features several interactive components that allow the user to customize the simulation. On the command line, users can pass a simulation bound size, number of particles, and if desired, a custom aggregate particle file, which will place the starting aggregate particles based on the data in the file. The visualizer features the ability to switch between different graphics modes. The default, fast, will render all particles as points. Active particles are green, and aggregate particles are red. Fancy graphics will render all particles as a sphere, complete with local lighting effects. Toggleable controls include simulation bounding box, camera rotation, and active particle display. Finally, using the mouse wheel, the user can move the camera closer and farther away from the center of the simulation space. As of the latest release, the user also has the option to toggle on or off the Morton line connecting the aggregate particles. The simulation is written in C++, and the visualizer uses C++ and the OpenGL utility toolkit Glut. For more information, please refer to the paper located in the GitHub repository. Thanks.